January was always slow, but this one felt different. This January felt endless. For Daniel, every morning began the same way. He would wake up before his alarm, stare at the ceiling, and count how many days were left in the month. Somehow, January refused to move. Bills arrived faster than time itself, and hope felt like something meant for other people. Daniel had started the year with plans, big ones. He wrote them carefully in a small notebook on the last day of December. New job, better income, savings, growth. He believed that once the year changed, his life would follow. But January didn't care about his plans. On the second day of the month, Daniel lost his job. The company said they were restructuring. The words sounded polite, but its meaning was simple. You are no longer needed. He told himself it was fine. It's still early in the year, he said. Something will come. But days passed. Applications were sent. Messages were ignored. Interviews never came. The money he saved for emergencies began to disappear. Transport, food, reminders. Each alert on his phone felt like another reminder that January was winning. At home, things weren't any easier. Daniel's younger sister needed school fees. His mother tried not to ask for help, but silence can ask questions louder than words. Friends slowly stopped calling. Everyone seemed busy building their year, while Daniel felt stuck on the same page. Social media didn't help. Everywhere he looked, people were posting January blessings, New Year wins, and smiling photos of progress. Daniel wondered if his own January had missed the memo. One evening,
it's good to finally meet you, Daniel.
Daniel
You
sat
too, Mr.
outside his
Ade.
apartment building,
Thank you.
watching people pass by.
It's
That's
good
when
to
he
finally
noticed
meet you, Daniel.
the elderly
You
man
too,
who
Mr.
lived
Ade.
downstairs.
Thank you.
Mr. Ade always moved slowly. He greeted everyone, even when they didn't respond. That night, he sat beside Daniel. You look tired, Mr. Ade said. Daniel forced a smile. January is just long. Mr. Ade chuckled softly. January is not long. It is honest. Daniel looked at him, confused. When the year begins, Mr. Ade continued. Life removes the decorations. No celebrations, no distractions. January shows us what we truly have and what we don't. Daniel had never thought of it that way. Mr. Ade told him a story. He spoke about a time he lost everything in one-year job, savings, respect. How one January stretched into weeks of fear and uncertainty. How he learned that growth does not always look like progress. Some months build you quietly, Mr. Ade said. They don't announce it. That night, Daniel went back inside with a heavy heart, but also a strange sense of calm. The next morning, something changed, not his situation, but his mindset. Instead of waking up angry at January, Daniel decided to use it. He began waking up earlier, not to check job boards, but to learn. He took free online courses. He fixed his CD properly. He reached out to people without begging, just reconnected. He started budgeting honestly, even when the numbers were embarrassing. He learned how money really works because he had no choice. Some days were still hard, very hard. There were days Daniel ate once, days he felt ashamed, days he almost gave up. But slowly, something was happening. Not externally, internally. He became more disciplined, more patient, less entitled. He learned that rejection wasn't always punishment. Sometimes it was redirection. By the third week of January, Daniel got a small freelance job. It wasn't big, but it paid for groceries. He didn't celebrate loudly, but he slept better that night. Then another opportunity came. Then another. January was still long, but it no longer felt empty. On the last day of the month, Daniel sat again outside his apartment. Mr. Ade joined him, smiling. You survived, the old man said. Daniel nodded. I think January taught me more than any other month. Mr. Ade smiled. Good, because lessons learned in January protect you for the rest of the year. When February finally arrived, nothing magical happened. Daniel wasn't rich. His problems didn't disappear, but he was stronger, more prepared, more aware, and he understood something important. Some months don't come to bless you, they come to build you, and that is why, for many people, January feels like the longest month ever.